Welcome back as we discuss the next Yoga Sutra, Sutra 2.7 in the Sadhana Pada chapter of the Yoga Sutras. We'll start with a simple quiet seat, we'll give our respect to Patanjali, and then we'll look at this Yoga Sutra together. So please rest your hands in your lap. You're welcome to close your eyes. Lengthen up through the crown of your skull. Lift your heart and relax your shoulder blades and any unnecessary tension anywhere that you find that in your body. The Yoga Sutras were written by Patanjali, who also wrote the text on the experience of the physical well-being in the body, the use of grammar and language, which supports our relationships and our speech, and also the Yoga Sutras, in which we learn about the nature of the mind and how to liberate ourselves from the problematic aspects of the mind. So please bring your palms together at your heart. Yogena cittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaijakena yopakarotam pravaramuninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You may bow your head to your heart. So in Yoga Sutra 2.7, we learn the next cause of suffering. So we've already heard about avidya and asmita, and now we're going to learn about raga. And raga means desire, which turns into clinging, attachment, grasping, and wanting. If you've ever had a very pleasant experience, naturally you want the pleasant experience to go on existing. You want to hold on to it. You perhaps want it to be more than a memory, but something that you can easily call back and recur. Right? So the wanting mind is natural for the human species. In fact, for many species, like cats and dogs, here comes a cat now, the wanting mind is very natural. The difficulty when it becomes a cause of suffering is that it goes far down a spectrum into strong clinging, attachment, grasping, wanting, desire, and we're not able to tolerate things that are not pleasant. So we narrow the bandwidth of what we're able to accept and or tolerate in life. But we can also end up addicted. So the root cause of addiction from the lens of yoga is this out of balance raga, the out of balance desire, clinging, attachment, wanting. Now I have a whole methodology for recovery from addiction, and I also teach about the root cause of addiction. And I would say that this clinging or this desire is an aspect of addiction, as equally as avoiding pain, trying to avoid pain, trying not to be in suffering, right? So that's called dvesha, which is the next sutra. So these two things are really co-arising frequently. We're seeking we're seeking pleasure, we're avoiding pain. These two things often co-arise. We're seeking pleasure and we're avoiding pain. And that is the recipe that narrows the bandwidth for what we can tolerate in life and amplifies that which we're craving and also amplifies that which we're resisting. So in that mind state, in that brain state, we're going to end up suffering, also because no one thing is going to be permanent. Life is having the ephemeral nature. It is rising and passing. The presence, the inner grace that we are, that consciousness itself, is not coming and going. But the sources of pleasure or ease or comfort, those are coming and going. Now, the deepest knowledge of yourself will eradicate suffering. So you'll no longer feel swung about by raga and dvesha, by clinging and aversion. So let's practice the sutra. We'll do each word several times. We'll do it in call and response, and then we'll put it together. So you're going to hear Sukha, which means ease. Then you're going to hear Anushayi, which means this immediate attraction to something or the cause of the attraction. And then Raga, which is the attachment to it, binding to the thing that we have the attraction to. Okay, so it goes like this. Sukha, 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 Anushayi, 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 Raga, 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 Raga. This is a short sutra, so now we're going to do the whole thing. Sukhanushayi Raga, 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 Sukhanushayi Raga. Notice how that feels within you. I know we've all experienced the preoccupation and distraction of wanting something. We've all experienced the preoccupation of clinging to something, wanting a circumstance to be different than it is, wanting to maintain something that was pleasurable. We've all touched that. We're part of the human condition. So now imagine yourself not holding so tightly, not having the white knuckling experience, for example, and recognizing that you are more than the pleasant experiences that are coming and going. We are more than the rising and passing of happiness, and the deeper happiness isn't from that which is coming and going. So, Sukhanushayi Raga, Sukhanushayi Raga, Sukhanushayi Raga, Sukhanushayi Raga. Let's get more and more comfortable with a deep inner contentment, a connection to that which is not fleeting. And please raise your hands to your heart. Thank you for being here. We'll chant the sound of Om 3 times. Om. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. If you do find these practices helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as always, do click the like button if the practice was beneficial to you. Thank you once again. Okay. Namaste.